Hey guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today we're starting another reading vlog for HIKEATHON. This is going to be the start of days 3 and 4. If you missed it, I will link days 1 and 2 up in the cards for you guys and down below in the description. This is my nature fitness themed readathon, and I'm excited to start the next one off. All right, so happy HIKEATHON day 3. Ledge and I are at a park. It is very chilly today. I actually should have worn a jacket. Kind of windy and cold. Hopefully it's not too windy. I was wanting to go to a bigger park today, but I got a little bit behind. It's actually 1:30 p.m. on Wednesday already. So I'm currently listening to The Distance from Me to You on audio while we do our hike today. And then we're going to go check out the library bookstore that's near here. So let's get going. I am back home from my hike. I had a nice little time at the library bookstore. I got some books that I will show you guys probably tomorrow. Once again, we only did a 1.5 mile hike because I wound up having to edit and do some things today longer than what I was expecting. And then I'm getting ready to leave again. So I didn't have time to do a big hike, but we're definitely going to do one tomorrow, Friday, and hopefully on the weekends as well. I have my Wilderness Explorer Disney hoodie on because it's actually chilly enough to wear it this evening. Before I talk about that though, I'm going to talk about my reading updates. Okay, so I've actually only have like 2.5 hours left in What the River Knows, and I talked about this in the first reading vlog. This is a 17-hour audio, so we're doing great. I am enjoying it more now. The plot kind of picked up a little bit and we got to a little bit of a twist. The main character is kind of annoying. I didn't mention that before. She's kind of like whiny and naive, and people will point out that she's naive and then she'll like argue with them about it. So not loving that, but it is picking up. I do wish we had just a little bit more atmospheric vibes. There is quite a bit, but it's just not giving me as much as I wanted. I know it's being compared to The Mummy, and I think it's just because it's set in the same time period and in Egypt. It's just gonna have like slightly similar vibes, but it's not really anything like The Mummy at all. Oh, there is magic in here though, but I think a lot of people were feeling disappointed because it's not really like that. It's definitely its own unique thing, but I am enjoying it so far. It's definitely not going to be a 5-star, but we'll see how the ending goes. I listened to that one while I was cleaning, and then on my hike, I got another like hour into The Distance from Me to You. I was hoping to finish one of these today. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but I'll definitely get them both done tomorrow. I'm really liking this one. I do want to point out that there is like kind of instant love situation a little bit, and the romance is progressing faster than I expected, especially for it being YA. It's not really spicy, like there's a tiny bit in here which kind of surprised me because of the type of YA that it is. But I'm liking it. Like I like the characters. I love that they're like hiking the Pacific Crest Trail and they're constantly talking about it, and they're stopping little towns and they're hiking some more, and then they're encountering different wildlife. Like it's got a really good on a journey aspect. I'm not really sure how it's gonna wrap up, but I am really enjoying it. It's such a good read for the readathon. I did read some more of my physical book last night. That's going well, but we'll talk about it later. And then this morning I read a graphic novel. So this is Explorer the Mystery Boxes. This is a middle grade graphic novel. I found these in a little free library when I was dropping some stuff off. It has like such a cool nature setting. This was a little disappointing because it was not what I expected. It's a set of short graphic novels. All have different stories, and this one is just the last one. And so I was expecting these vibes, but really it's not. It's definitely got cute stories in here, but there's like a fairy that's a butter thief and like a spooky doll, and they're really cute little stories. It's just not what I was expecting. I do have the rest of them, so I'll probably read them as well and then decide if I want to keep them. Emily Carroll did the first graphic novel in here and it was really good, but they're definitely middle grade, just cute and quick and fun. So I did get a book done for today. Tomorrow we will talk about the reading badges and which ones I am picking for the books that I have read so far. But tonight I'm gonna go meet Jeff. We're gonna go have dinner. We have to go to Micro Center because he needs a new mouse, and then we're gonna go check out the new Bass Pro because we got a Bass Pro near us, and I have not been to one since I lived in Missouri, and I'm really excited. So I'm bringing a couple books to take pictures with, and I'll film everything, and maybe we can find something naturey to bring home, like a game or something, or maybe an outfit. I don't know. I'm really excited to go. It's perfect for the readathon. I forgot to talk about it yesterday, but my friend Brittany actually printed me stickers of all of the reading challenges. She works for a printing and graphics company, and they loved these, so they printed them for me. Super cute. I have so many now. I'm gonna cut them up and add some to the giveaway. Now I'm just gonna print a blank sheet of my badges earned page, and then I can add these to it and maybe even print like a little mini version of the book that I read for it. Like, that would be so cute and fun. So that's it for now. I'm gonna bring my physical book with me. I'm gonna go check out Bass Pro and Micro Center and have a little midweek date with Jeff. All right, so we just had our little dinner on the go because we had to get something quick before we head over to all these places. Jeff is running into Micro Center to go get his mouse, and I am going to listen to a little bit more of my audiobook. I don't think he's going to be in there super long, but he is going to kind of try them out. I wanted to talk about No Beauties or Monsters. So I'm 120 pages in. I am really liking it. It definitely has that fever dream, unreliable narrator, creepy elements to it, but not scary. It's kind of reminding me of House of Hollow, but in like a desert and with a different vibe, but it has that similar like creepy, you don't know what's happening kind of a thing. Absolutely loving it. You guys, my choices for HIKEATHON this year have been so atmospheric and good. What the River Knows, not quite so much, but it's still really good, and I'm just really enjoying myself so much. I hope I can continue this for the most part overall, because I think we're going to get through a lot of books. Just having a really great time. I'm excited to go to Bass Pro, excited to go to my new trail tomorrow. I love this readathon. It's so much fun. All right, I'm gonna go listen to my audio and I'll talk to you soon. Happy HIKEATHON day 4. We are up hiking already at 9 a.m. I went to the chiropractor this morning and now we're doing our little hike today. So we're gonna do a nice bigger hike today, and I'll come back and I'll talk to you about what I'm reading and how everything's going. So let's go. I am so cold. I'm back. It is now 3 p.m. on Thursday. Ledge and I had an excellent longer hike. It was almost an hour. Thankfully, it was still an easy one, but it really knocked us out. So we went and grabbed some lunch because there is this new place called West Coast Sourdough that's opened up within like 15 minutes of my house. And I found it was open today and I've been waiting for it. So I went and got myself some potato soup and a Caesar salad. I want to go back with Jeff and try out their sandwiches too. Then after that, I went to a little nursery garden center near me just to see if they had any of the vegetable things that I was needing. Usually they have more like plants and shrubs and things, but they had a table full of vegetables and different things. I was only going to get like a couple eggplants and some parsley because they were still like $5 or $6. And then when they rung me up, they were only $2. So I went back and I grabbed like a whole tray full. So I got like over 10 plants, like different vegetables and herbs and things to put in the new garden beds that I made. I do need to take you outside and show you all the new stuff that Jeff has done. It's looking really good, and I just rewatched my HIKEATHON vlogs from last year about the same time, and it was funny because Thursday almost looked the same. I like went to the library, I went to the chiropractor, I went to the same trail. I was complaining about it being cold. It was so cold and I forgot my jacket and I was in my tank top. It was chilly enough that the hike didn't warm me up enough. Like I think it was 59. So I definitely needed a jacket. I need to put a jacket in my car for like all times, but I have my little cactus hoodie on right now while I'm inside. Okay, so while we were hiking, I listened to The Distance from Me to You. I only have like 30 or 40 minutes left. I was hoping to have this done a little bit earlier in the day, but that's okay. Almost done with this. I am going to listen to a little bit more of What the River Knows, but I'm going to start a new audiobook today and I can't decide which one yet. I am liking this one, but the relationship is a little bit unhinged. Not in the way that you would expect. Like, it's just kind of weird, and I'm not entirely sure how it's going to end. The atmosphere and everything, though, is perfection. Yesterday, I got to 140 pages in No Beauties and Monsters. Same kind of thoughts, loving it. Fever dream type quality. I'm not sure what's happening yet. I'm really, really enjoying it so far. We'll continue to chip away at this. I had a really good time at Bass Pro last night. They had some really great, like, hiking themed clothes, and they had this t-shirt that had, like, hiking camping essentials on it, but it was on the back and not the front, and it made me like it less because I feel like if my hair's down and stuff, you won't see like how cute it is. I did get a tank top for summer. I was really surprised how like nice and cute the clothes were at Bass Pro. I did not remember that being the case when I went there like 10 years ago, but it was really, really fun. Now I'm going to show you the books that I got at the library yesterday and today. All right, so I found a paperback of In the Lives of Puppets that I'm very tempted to keep, even though I have the most beautiful Fairy Loot edition of this book. And I do plan on reading this for the readathon. It is like a longer audiobook, but I'm going to make the time because it's so pretty and it sounds perfect. It's basically about robots and one human living in the forest. It's amazing. I haven't read a TJ Klune yet, but I got this one for the HIKEATHON giveaway because I don't have a ton of books right now and I like to have a bunch to choose from. I got Una Out of Order. It's an adult fiction read about a woman. I think every night when she wakes up, she goes to a different timeline in her past or in her future. Could be every week, it could be every day, but she wakes up, she'll be like 7, or she'll wake up and she'll be like 85, and she never knows like which order she's gonna go in, and she never goes to like the same time period. This I got for a future readathon. I don't know if it'll happen next year. Theme for a future randomathon. So put your guesses down below in the comments. Kingdom Tide, like mainly because this has like HIKEATHON vibes that I want. I don't know if this is going to be something I will enjoy or not, but this is the sole survivor of a plane crash. 72-year-old Cloris Waldrop is lost alone in the unforgiving wilderness of Montana's rugged Bitterroot Range, exposed to the elements with no tools beyond her wits and ingenuity. Intertwined with her narrative is the story of Deborah Lewis, a park ranger struggling with addiction and a recent divorce who is galvanized by her mission to find and rescue Cloris. So I think this is something that I will enjoy depending on like how dark it gets. Survival element, plane crash in the rugged wilderness. So sounds cool. My Bonnie Light Horseman. This is part of the Bloody Jack series that I am slowly collecting, which I believe for most of it or part of it is about pirates. That's really all I know, and I'm just slowly collecting them. These were all found at my library bookstore, so they were all between like $1 to $4. Okay, we got Which Way Is Home by Maria Keeley. This is so beautiful, woodland. It's got little strawberries on it. This is a middle grade novel. Anna's home has always been her family's farm in Czechoslovakia, a place where she enjoys endless days riding bikes and picking strawberries with her beloved cousins. But now it's getting too dangerous for her to stay there. So this is like Nazi Germany survival, which I don't normally love that time period, like historical fiction wise. It's middle grade, so we're gonna check it out. Straight On Till Morning by Liz Braswell. This This is a Peter Pan retelling, and this is What If Wendy First Traveled to Neverland with Captain Hook, so it's always a twist on the story. This is a giant series, but I've read 3 or 4 so far and none of them are connected. I've liked half the ones I've read and I didn't love the other half. They're all very unique and different, and this one would be good for the summertime and retold-a-thon. The Last One by Will Dean. I recently watched Books and Lala read this book, and while our tastes do not align very often, when they do align, they align strongly, and everything she said about this book feels like something that I would enjoy. So this is a adult thriller about a woman that is on an exclusive cruise liner, the RMS Atlantic, and it's the start of a vacation of a lifetime with her new love, Pete. On their first night, they explore the ship, they eat, they dance, and they make friends. But when Kaz wakes up the next morning, Pete is missing. And when she walks into the corridor, all the cabin doors are open. To her horror, she realizes that the ship is completely empty. So she said this had some really good twists in it and it was very unique. And she's basically on this cruise ship entirely alone. She's got to figure out what happened. So that sounds amazing. Today I got Something in the Water by Catherine Steadman. So I recently read The Family Game by Catherine Steadman in January. It's about a woman who is recently engaged and she finds out that her fiance is the son of like these multimillionaires in Europe, and she has to go and like meet the family, and they do all these kind of like family games, and one of them revolves around like Krampus at Christmas time, and it's just kind of this weird novel mystery thriller. It was so fun. It was so ridiculous and over the top and unbelievable, but I just loved the writing style. Catherine narrates the audiobook herself and she did an amazing job. The audiobook was so great. I think she narrates all of hers, so I wanted to check out something else from her. So this one is Erin is a documentary filmmaker on the brink of a professional breakthrough, and Mark is a handsome investment banker with big plans. Passionately in love, they embark on a dream honeymoon to the tropical island of Bora Bora, where they enjoy the sun and each other. Then while scuba diving in the crystal blue sea, they find something in the water. I hope it has kind of the same energy but with that island setting. Then I found this exclusive Barnes & Noble edition of Any Way the Wind Blows, the final book in Rainbow Rowell's Simon Snow series, which I do really enjoy. Do read Fangirl before you go into Simon Snow, because Fangirl, she is writing fan fiction on Simon Snow that very much resembles Harry Potter, and you get a little glimpses of it and how it came to be, and you kind of fall in love, and so she decided to write the full trilogy. It's very close to like Harry Draco romance, like a little bit. So this exclusive edition is very cool. Has like these cool end pages. Super neat. The whole gang's there. I really liked these on audio, so I think I'm gonna swap out my regular edition for this one. Okay, lastly, got some book mail. I kind of forgot this was coming. I've ordered more new books this year than I ever have before, but I've gotten a lot of gift cards and things, and I just decided to get some things that I really wanted. So once a month, I am getting at least one new book of something that I absolutely love and don't already own. This month, I did Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands because I prefer the UK editions. The US editions are also beautiful, but I just love the mushrooms on these. Like, I'm obsessed with them. This is my current obsession. Emily Wilde's was tied for my favorite book of last year. I love Map of the Other Lands. This is currently my #1 read of this year so far because I love the characters and the world so much, and the third book is my most anticipated for next year. So yay, I'm so glad that I finally have this. I need to take a picture so badly of them together. All right, now I need to start editing this vlog because I haven't done any of it yet and it has to go up tomorrow. So I gotta go get editing, and then I'm gonna finish my audiobook, make dinner, start a new one. I think we have to go to the grocery store to get some things for dinner, so I'll take you with me and see if there's anything fun to film at like Target or Sprouts. And yeah, that's my update for now, so I'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, it is Friday morning. I did not get another chance to pop in again last night, but Jeff and I had a really good time watching HIKEATHON, which is a really cute TV show about a couple that's kind of having like fights and disagreements. They go on this like love retreat and they wind up walking through the woods and into this magical town where everything is a musical, and they cannot leave until they find true love. It's fantastic. I'm completely obsessed. There's so many amazing actors and stuff in it, so we finally got something kind of hike-a-thon-ish for the readathon. Okay, lastly, before we close off this vlog, I finished Distance from Me to You. Overall, a perfect hike-a-thon read. It is set on the Appalachian Trail. I don't know why at some point I thought it was on the Pacific Crest Trail. But Appalachian Trail, pretty much the entire time, there's a lot of things happening involving like camping and hiking and backpacking, and it's so good. The romance is kind of weird. At first I was really liking the guy, and then they meet up, and then it was a little strange and different than I was expecting. Overall though, I really liked the whole book because the atmosphere was so good. The characters were enjoyable. I'm really picky with contemporary, but I love the atmosphere, and the hiking aspect was very prevalent. I can't tell you how many books I have tried now that have like fun covers like this and titles, and then they're like nothing about what the actual plot was pitched as. Like last year I read The Perfect Escape, and it was supposed to be about these two people that go on this like survival competition, and it was such a minimal part of the book that, I don't know. This one was great. So 4 stars. Okay, I do want to talk about the badges because I forgot to do it in the first one. So for the distance from me to you, I think we're going to use the characters on a journey badge specifically for this one because they're on a journey the entire time. And then for Girl in Red, I think we're going to use the survival read tag. Both of these will work for like set in nature, characters on a journey. So I think that's what we're going to do for now. So I'm going to try to pick something for a different reading badge when I start my next audiobook. We're going to try to do at least 1 book per badge, even though a lot of them will fit multiple ones. And we'll see how that goes. I'm also almost done with What the River Knows, but we'll talk about that next week. So we're gonna wrap this reading vlog up here, and I will see you guys in 2 days.